Oh, I'm on. Hey, going up on a Tuesday. Do a hangouts. I'm live Tuesday. I'm going up. Okay, I'm silly. I'm silly. I just had to start it off right. Just give me a few seconds while I confirm that the video is live on my other computer over here. Before we get down to business. So thank you for joining me live. Thank you for joining me on the replay. And I will start in just a moment. Always got to confirm that it works before you talk for 15 minutes and realize it's not live. Okay.
So I'm on. Hey.
Okay. So,
I'm up over Tuesday.
okay.
Hangouts.
I'm on.
Tuesday. I'm going up. Okay,
That's funny.
I just had to start it off right. Just give me a few seconds while I confirm.
I'm wondering why I hear myself on feedback.
Other computer over
Oh,
here.
you might have to mute the playback, Martha.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. That's funny. All right. So, thank you so much for joining me tonight on this the Filepreneur Speaks. I'm so excited to bring you some results and a new technique you can infuse in your own business so you can start recruiting beyond friends and family. Some of you may be a part of the NFL club, No Friends Left, because traditional MLM companies and network marketing companies have you do the following. Make a list of your friends and family, invite them to meetings, set up an appointment, and after you go through all your friends and family, if you are that bold, what do you do next? How do you grow your business beyond grandma and your couple of cousins and maybe that one auntie that one auntie that join you in anything? So I'm going to show you how I learned this technique when I was doing some research. Of course, you know I blog. If you watch any of my other trainings, you know that a blog, if you do not have a blog, you are homeless on the internet, period. So if you follow some of the other trainings, you know that you must have a blog, WordPress-based. The blog that I use is a WordPress-based blog called Kalatu. There's nothing better, in my opinion. If you haven't gotten it yet, just send me an email, fatherpreneurship@gmail.com. I'll get you a link to get started because you need it. My students are using it. My clients are using it. My customers are using it, and they're all getting results, all of them. So when something works that well, it's selfish of me to keep it to myself. So whatever your business is, your passion is, you need a blog. So let's move on. So as I was researching some SEO techniques, because I just wanted to make sure that I wanted to get a wider reach in my niche. And what I learned is a couple of techniques. The skyscraper technique, I'm not really going to focus on a lot tonight. I may delve into that if I get enough raving reviews and requests. What I'm going to show you tonight is how to reach your sphere outside of your friends and family and your Facebook friends and the internet at large. Really digging into your niche beyond the group of people that you interact with on a daily basis. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do some screen shares. 1 second here. Do some screen shares, and I'm going to show you the first technique. So what you want to do is you want to get your pen and pad, so a note program, a word program out, and just sort of take notes as I'm doing this. And if you are really serious about using these techniques, I will email you the link if you request it. If you request it, I will email you the link from the exact articles that I learned how to use this technique on. There's a few other steps that I'm not going to get into tonight because I like to keep these down to 30 minutes. So if there's anything that you want to see covered that you have questions about, always reach out to me by email, fatherpreneurship@gmail.com, or go to my blog at fatherpreneurship.com and ask away. Of course, I'm on Facebook too. So let's do a screen share real quick. I'm going to show you some Google Chromage right here. So let's say let's take a niche well, my nice student here, Martha, she's into like weight loss and fitness. So even though weight loss is a big niche, let's start there. So typically people would Google weight loss. What you want to do is you want to Google weight loss resources. Now this may or may not turn out what I want because it's such a big niche. Weight loss, there it is. Weight loss resources, fat-free tools for healthy weight loss, popular food choice. So let's say let's see, weight loss. I think we want to use the plus symbol. I think that's what we used. Let's click on that, see what it has. What you're essentially looking for is people or even forums. So let's go to weight loss forums. There is weight loss forum, fitness.com. And you see here there's forums, right? And usually there's ways to contact the people that are running the forums. So I either scroll to the top, there is contact us right there. So this is a lot easier than you would think it is. So of course you'd have to enter in your information, your name, your email address. They're asking you what the subject is. You can put content inquiry. All right. Now, when you get really serious and you get more complicated, there's a technique called finding broken links, which means nothing to you unless you're really working on your SEO and trying to rank on the first page of Google. And if you're serious about marketing, you want to rank on the first page of Google. But we're going to get to that in a different training if you request it. So let's see, what is the symbol of blah blah blah. So in your message, the goal here, what you're trying to do is get a link back to your content. That's one of the best things that you want to do. You want to link on their site back to your blog content. Again, we talked about the blog. So you would say, you know, hey, so-and-so, I'm not going to send this. This is just for training purposes. I loved your post about so-and-so. Just insert your niche, insert your passion. I recently wrote an amazing article about same topic. Or you can say, I feel that your readers would benefit from it. I could type, here's the link, and you just drop the link. I'm not really typing very well, but just for speed purposes. Here's the link, you copy and paste your link. Now, this is one way to do it. You can also use techniques like if you find a nice a blog about weight loss. Let's do that. Let's go back to Google. So if you just think, all you have to do is really take a little tweak in the way that you think and how you search. So let's go to weight loss blogs. So weight loss blogs, this is going to bring up the top weight loss blogs out there. So healthline.com, weight loss carrots and cake, 10 weight loss bloggers you should follow. This is something you want to do right now. This is going to show you that they're getting noticed by other people, so they are influencers in the weight loss niche. And of course, insert your niche, your passion right away. So Margot Donahue launched Brooklyn Fit Chick. So she's the first one, so she must be something serious in this niche. So here's Brooklyn Fit Chick. There's a few other tools too that you can use to measure if these sites actually get traffic, because you don't just want any site, even though it might be on the first page of Google, it doesn't mean they're getting traffic. And the goal is to get eyes on your content. You can download PageRank status. If you're on Google, there's a counterpart on Firefox, and it really just goes up here. It adds on right here. You click on it, you see how much traffic they're getting. If they're getting like a 3 or 4 and above, you want to go after them, right? So here's Brooklyn Fit Chick. I automatically go down. Well, I would actually take some time to get familiar with their content. You want to see if there's some content that is applicable, that really relates to what you're doing, right? There's some share buttons there. I will go ahead and show them some love. I will share some of the content. I will tweet it. You can even put that in your email. Hey, I saw your post about so-and-so. I tweeted it out to my how many followers. I would love to blah, 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 blah. Right? So let me scroll way down. Let's go, where's her contact, if she even has it. Don't see contact. I might have skipped it. She does have an email, so you can actually go straight to email. So I would, that's sharing the content. That's not going to her email. Let's see what more options does. That's just the share buttons. If you don't have a share button on your blog, you want to do that immediately. For some reason, Jada Pinkett caught my eye. Hey, I'm being honest. All right, so there it is, about Brooklyn Fit Chick. And all I'm looking for is a way to contact her. That's really what I'm doing. You also leave a comment. Comments are like gold. They're like currency when it comes to ranking on Google. Here we go. So you can leave a reply, post a comment. You want to do that. For some reason, she just doesn't seem to have a regular contact page categories. So if not, you move on. You go to the next one. You find the next blogger, and you just really repeat the cycle over and over and over again, right? So let me go back to my little reference material real quick and pull out something that you can use really quick. So yeah, so another technique, I talked about the Twitter one really quick. So there we go. And you can actually find them on Twitter. After you tweet it out, if that's even the right word. Excuse me. Tweet it. Say I tweeted it to some of my so many followers at so and so. I'm losing my voice. I shouldn't have rapped at the beginning of the hangout. Maybe that was the wrong thing to do. So here we go. The token fat girl. That's actually pretty clever. Seeking a bigger life in a smaller body. I don't see that. There it is. She has it right there. So she's actually going to be friendly to someone emailing her because she wants you to email her. So you would copy and paste her email address. You would follow the same technique in your email. So I will go through her content. I might tweet it out. I might leave a comment at the end. Give her some big kudos and say, hey, token fat girl, which that is kind of mean to say, but find her real name. It looks like it's Lori. Hey, Lori, I loved your post about this. I actually quoted it in my blog post here, insert link. If you feel that it's shareable, now I'm giving you the script here. You might want to remember this. If you feel that it's shareable, please do so. If not, keep up the great work. So what you're doing here is you're making it seem like you're not being pushy, that you're truly appreciating the hard work. That if you're writing a blog post that's getting national attention or attention from people in your niche, they want to be recognized. I want to be recognized for the stuff I put out there. So they're going to appreciate you taking the time and actually appreciating their stuff. So by appreciating in the message and leaving it ambiguous, meaning if you don't do it, hey, that's fine. I still enjoyed your stuff. They're going to be more likely to open up and share your stuff because there's enough for everybody. People, it's reciprocal, right? Not reciprocable, reciprocal. So you want to be reciprocal. She may reach out one day back to you, and you want to do the same thing. So just make sure you do it in that fashion. Hey, Lori, I loved your post that's about not goodbye. You have those really cool pictures. I shared some of those on Twitter. Here, I actually quoted it on my recent blog post here, drop link. If you feel that it's shareable, please share it. If not, no problem. Keep up the great work. I look forward to more of your posts. This is sort of the flow that you want to stay in. You stay in that flow, you make it ambiguous, and you start reaching out to your niche. So let's try something new. Let's say fishing. Let's say you're an outdoorsman and you love fishing, right? So you want to go to fishing forums. I know there's got to be a lot of these. I don't really fish. I do eat fish, freshwater fish, but bass fishing forums. So this has got to be big. So if you're into outdoor stuff, whatever your niche is, there's going to be a forum. There's going to be a group of people that are really into it that you can reach out to. Now, key number one, create great content, not just a diary post. I mean, you've done your research. You know what you're talking about. You have information that people are like, oh, I didn't know that, or that's interesting. You really go in depth about this one topic, and you want people to know about it, right? So let's see, general bass fishing forum, introductions. Let's see if there is a contact form. This is automatically what I do. So I don't want to waste my time. A top overall post. I actually got a link to my site from a major site in my niche. So this is why I'm sharing you the same content. So let's see, link. See, this is where what happened for you. Find fishing articles. So let's do that. Bash fishing for beginners. Let's click on an article, and you can tweet it out. Tweet it out. Stop sounding like I'm 80 years old and can't say tweet. Tweet it out. Opt in if you love fishing. You can opt into their stuff right there. Okay, I don't see join login. I don't see a contact, so I just keep it moving. I go on until I find something that I can reach out to. See, in-depth outdoors. Another form. Here they go. They got it right at the top. So this is really what you want. You want an opening, an invitation. They give you even the mailing address and the phone number. I deal with all my stuff. I don't have a lot of time to spend with calling people and writing actual letters and stuff like that. So that's why I'm showing you the techniques that work for me. So here you go. There's your name, email address, and the same format. Hey, find out a name that you want to, Mike Anselmo is a person, internet advertising. So you want to address it to Mike. Hey, Mike, I love the post about using the night crawler bait for bass fishing. I could be completely wrong about the night crawler. I'm not a fisherman, so forgive me, fisherman. I love the post about using the night crawler bait in the morning to catch more bass. I used I quoted it here. I tweeted out your post to my followers here. I also wrote a pretty incredible post about the same topic. Here's the link. You feel that it's shareable or worthy of being on your forum? I would truly appreciate it. If not, keep up the great work. You see the same format again, right? Now here's another quick little tidbit, and now I'm going to go ahead and come off of screen share. And I hope that you've been able to see this, because I realize I never pressed the share with everyone button. Please forgive me if you haven't seen it this whole time. If someone could text message me and let me know that I'm doing this right. Martha, did you see that? Give me a thumbs up if you saw that. She's like, my back up. That's thumbs up. Okay. I hate doing something for 20 minutes and thinking that realizing you're doing it wrong the whole time. So thank you, Martha, for letting me know. I think someone is actually texting me the same thing. So now where was I? I was going to share with you. Okay. So let's say you're in the midst of creating content. Now here's one way to create better content. You can use the same format. Now, while you're creating the content, let's say you're writing a post about fishing, you're writing a post about weight loss, and what you want to do is you want to research the same way. You want to research the people in the niche, finding great articles, using quotes. Now, as you're doing the quote, you can reach out to the person that you're quoting and say, hey, Mike, hey, Fishmaster Mike, Weight Loss Wendy. I'm just creating fake names, of course. Use these names. I'll make myself crack up. Forgive me. Use these people and say, I'm writing a post, a 5,000 word post, 2,000 word post, 1,000 word post, and I'm quoting your article. Is there anything that you would like to add? So what you're doing is you're playing on their ego. You're playing to their sense of, hey, well, this is an opportunity to reach a wider market. You can say, Fishmaster Mike, would you like to add something about this topic? Be specific. Hey, I'm writing about nightcrawler bait. Hey, I'm writing about planks. Hey, I'm writing about using this kind of fishing reel. Hey, I'm writing about natural hair. I'm writing about hair dye. What would you like to say about this quote that I used from your post? Get it? Would you like to add anything? Would you like to introduce it in a way? So not only are you using a quote from somebody credible, their voice, their authority is going to be in your post. I hope this is starting to soak in now, and what I'm showing you is that it's not as hard as you thought. When I started really diving into SEO, I got scared. I'm like, oh man, it's so big. How do I rank? And then I started using my Kalatu blog, and I ranked in a day. I got ranked in 2 days. I'm like, oh wait a minute, this is real with 500 word posts. And then I started really researching SEO and wanted to say, okay, if I'm in it for the long term, how do I rank for the long term? That's when you get into 2,000 plus word articles. And that's when you use this technique. So let's say you have a hard time writing 2,000 words. Stand on the shoulders of giants. This is a little bit of skyscraper technique. So let's say someone's written a post called 10 Amazing Ways to Catch More Bass Fish. So you use them as a resource, and you write a post that says 15 amazing ways to catch more bass fish. You even quote them, you invite them in, you find their resources, you find the stuff that they link to. Now I'm really getting into some stuff that I took hours and days and weeks to really understand. But when you really want to get into SEO, there's a few other techniques like the Moz bar, M-O-Z, page rank status. I'm saying this slow, so people, you can write this down and go back and use it, because these are things that I glazed over. I didn't take action. I knew about these things for a long time, but I didn't implement them. And my business suffered for a long time. So I'm going to say it again. Page rank status, Moz bar. These things help you look at traffic. They help you look at the links that these articles are getting. So that means the people that are linking to their stuff, you can then reach out to those same people that said, hey, I see that you like the 10 amazing ways to catch more bass fish. I wrote another article that I hope that you should be interested in. It's a 15 amazing ways. So if they like 10 ways, they will love 15. This is the essence of the skyscraper technique. And you're reaching out to the people that are doing linking to the 10 amazing ways and saying, hey, if you like that, then you'll love this. Why don't you go ahead and link, right? If you use these tools, if you really just dive into it, if you want the same articles and the people that I'm following that really know their stuff, that make millions a year just from blogging and SEO, email me at fatherpreneurship.com if you're ready to get started, because I am so serious. I'm going to tell you a quick story to really wrap it up and help you understand why I'm fueled, why I'm staying up until 11 and 12 o'clock at night, why I'm doing hangouts, why after I put my wife and I put our children to bed, why I'm taking time away from watching whatever crap's on TV so I can sow into your life, right? I witnessed this lady at one of the places I've worked, and she did a great job, right? She did great work. She was she was to herself. She was quiet. Whenever there was group discussion, she didn't really chime in. It just wasn't her personality. So one day I come into work, and she's not next to me. I'm like, okay, maybe she's coming in late. And all of a sudden we get this meeting request. Like, okay, meeting request. And then the boxes pop up around the corner. It's cubicle world, so there's no really place to go. There's nowhere to hide, right? Hey, we no need to go to a room. We just wanted to tell you that so-and-so is no longer with the company. We're like, oh, what did she do? Well, we just felt that she didn't really fit in with the group. Nothing against her, but she just didn't really seem happy to be here. And not like you guys work well together. And because of that, we decided not to work with her. We want people that want to be here. This was the reason they let go of this woman who did wonderful work, great attendance, no issues other than she didn't really fit in with the group. Now, some people took that as, okay, yeah, I'm happy about that. But in my mind, entrepreneur mind, I'm like, if they can find that reason to let her go, am I really that safe? Is my coworker really that safe? Are you really that safe of what you think is a comfortable job? You might be the man, you might be the woman at where you work. You just might be. Or you might have somebody who's talking about you don't really fit in. Your personality doesn't really mesh. And in a split second, your ability to provide for your family, your ability to save for retirement, your ability to go on vacation can be taken away from you. That's a fuel to why I'm in business. My business isn't just to pad my pockets. My business is to change your life. That's why I share these tools, these tips, these tricks that work. Because I want you, one, to get time and financial freedom so you can spend it with your loved ones whenever and wherever you want to, and not have the burden of not being able to afford it. Can I say that again? Not having the burden of not being able to afford it. Right now, usually I do my hangouts and my videos down in my basement, my unfinished man cave. I moved on up to our, what you call informal dining room. And because we're still rebuilding our life, you may not know, we had the fire back in September. We went from homeless to homeowners under 90 days. But I'm in a rebuilding process myself. I know what it's like to be at the bottom, and I know what it's like to live your dream. I know what it's like to grow a business online, and I am sharing it with you. So I hope that you've appreciated it. If you appreciate it, please leave a comment below with some takeaways. If you liked it, yay or nay, what you want to hear next time. If you're really ready to get started with a simple blog that has changed my business, email me at fatherpreneurship@gmail.com, or the person who invited you here, reach out to them, say, how do I get started? I want what you have. Because this blog, this platform, this mechanism is changing lives, and I want you, the person watching, to be one of them. I want you to be available to be at all your kids' events. I want you to be available to go visit your Auntie Myrtle in Myrtle Beach whenever she needs friends. I want you to go on fishing trips. I want you to go on vacations. I want you to do and live the dreams that you've always had. And just realize that the job that you have isn't doing that for you. So why not add extra income? Income disclosure, I'm not guaranteeing anything. I don't mean to do that. I'm just keeping it real. If your job could provide everything you wanted, you wouldn't be on this hangout right now. If your job could afford you everything in life, you wouldn't even be on the internet. You'd be going somewhere, having a lot more fun at the movies, doing something, but you're here. So you have a need, and here's a solution. So I want to say thank you for your most valuable commodity on earth, which is your time. Because once you give it away, you'll never get it back. And I want to remember the 3 L's: laugh, love, lead. So leave a comment, email me at fatherpreneurship@gmail.com, or reach out to the person who got you here on this hangout. And God bless, and see you in the next training.